Hi, I'm George Ferguson, and I am the instructor for this session of BUS 123. The purpose of this video is to kind of go over some of the expectations and how to use Canvas for this course. Now, whenever you log on, the first thing you're going to see is this the home page here. You can see that it has a link to the announcements. You'll also see the first 3 announcements up at the top. So you'll have see the announcements. It also says to begin by starting here. Obviously, you've done that since you're watching the video at this point. So when you log on, you'll see this and you'll be able to get to the announcements whenever you need to. Now, with the Start Here button, one of the things that I want people to do is go through each of the videos to make sure that you understand various things. First of all, we're going through this video to get a better understanding of the course and the expectations. One of the first things you want to do is connect to Day 1 Access. Here's a video here that talks about how to connect to Day 1 Access so that you have access to the textbook. There's another video as far as how to submit assignments. We have several assignments that you're going to be doing, basically 1 a week, and you need to know how to submit those. We also have several discussion boards, and this is talking about how to participate and post in the various discussion boards. So make sure you go through each of the videos so that you have a better understanding as far as how to do these things. Now, with the syllabus has all of the information that you'll need as far as what the expectations are, as far as the quizzes, as far as the discussion boards, as far as the submissions that need to be done. All of the contact information is here. The text information, the learning objectives are here. So make sure you read through the syllabus to find out how to connect to Day 1 Access, what the expectations are as far as quizzes and things. As it says here, the quizzes are all multiple choice, 10 questions each, and what you can do at any time during a time frame of several days. For the first part of the week, for the chapter that we're covering for the first part of the week, you have from 9 o'clock Monday morning until midnight Thursday to do the quiz. Once you start, you have to get it finished within 10 minutes. The second part of the week starts at 9 o'clock on Thursday morning and goes until Sunday, midnight Sunday. Again, you start the quiz anytime you want between those times. Once you start, you have 10 minutes to get it finished. So there are the quizzes. There are weekly exercises that are required. These are on at the back end of each of the chapters. There are 4 discussion forums where you will discuss various topics and various questions that I've posed. And then you have a final reflection paper where you step back and you say, here are the key things that I learned over the semester in your own words. And then here's how I'm actually going to use those learnings going forward. So those are the key expectations there. Again, give me a shout, send me an email if you have questions on those. You can see the way that you'll be evaluated and how things are graded. There are 4 discussion boards and everything is worth 10 points except for the final reflection paper. 13 quizzes, 13 chapter exercises. And you can see how the grades are actually assessed by the number of points here. Again, you can go out to Canvas at any time and see where you stand as far as the number of points that you've earned and where your grade is at. The rest of this has all of the typical information in all of the syllabi here at Johnson County as far as drop deadlines, student safety, things like this. So please make sure you read over this and you're familiar with some of the things that are accessible to you. Towards the end of the syllabus, you'll see that there's the schedule. And what I've done is broken it up where each week has basically 2 pieces to it. The first part of the week, which is kind of an A, and then the second part of the week, which is a B. Each chapter, there will be a chapter for each portion of the week where you read the chapter, you do a quiz, and there's some exercises that go along with it. 4 out of the 8 weeks will actually have a discussion board. Here on the syllabus, anything that's in red is something that needs to be submitted to Blackboard. So that makes it a little easier to kind of see what it is that's going on. So make sure you look over the syllabus, see what the expectations are, things like this. And again, if you have questions, give me a call, send me an email. And instructor information. Here's a little background on yours truly. All right, just for some information as far as some of my experience and things like this. One of the key areas is going to be the modules area. In the modules area, it's broken out by week, and it's week A and B. The A is the first part of the week, B is the second part of the week. You'll see that in the instructions, there's a file for instructions for each portion. So for the A part of the week, you're going to have by Thursday, for this example, for week 1, by this coming Thursday, read chapter 1 by going to the day 1 access in McGraw-Hill, which is over here, okay, behind B, okay. So there's the access to McGraw-Hill, all right. You'll need to complete the chapter quiz that goes along with it, and then various exercises. Now I go back to the modules. That's the instructions. So you will see that there are these things here that need to be done. Watching the video. Go over to the McGraw-Hill thing and watch the video. Read the chapter. So that's where you're actually reading the reading the chapter. Watch the lecture. One of the things that I will do is actually do a lecture as far as the PowerPoints are concerned, to give some background as far as the readings and things like this, adding a little bit of information to it. You'll do the quiz, and then you'll submit your exercises that are specific to that. When you're looking at the exercises, you click on that. It tells you what exercises and what page to be completed. This is also on the syllabus. And what you do is you submit the assignment here. In other words, you type up a document in Word or in PDF form and submit it. Do not use Pages, which is a Mac format, or anything like that. Canvas does not play well with Pages. All right, I will not be able to see it or anything like that. So you have all of in each of the modules, you'll see that there is week A, week B, as far as some of the things that need to happen. In week 2, you'll see that there's week A and week B as far as the readings, watching the video, doing the quiz, and then some exercises. Starting in week 2, there's also a discussion board that needs to be completed. Again, watch the video as far as how to submit things to the discussion board. As you go through each of the weeks, we follow the same thing. So make sure that you feel free to go through and look at the modules. Also in the modules section, you'll see that there are class PowerPoints. So in other words, the PowerPoints that I'm going to be going over in the videos are actually out there so that you can go in and look at those a little bit later on. There are also Excel sheets. At the back of each chapter, there's a series of Excel sheets where you can actually do your own financial planning. One of the things that I've done is include those sheets in Excel so that you can do this on your own, where you're actually identifying the accounts that you have, and you're thinking about how much you want to save and what bills you want to pay and things like that. So one of the things I suggest is do these sheets as a part of your own financial planning. So that's what's in the modules section. You'll see it is pretty long, all right? You have the discussion section. Now you can get to the discussions either through the modules or through here. And you'll see that there are due dates that go along with those. On the grades, you click on grades, and it will show you at any one point in time what your grades are as far as how many points you received on each of the assignments. At the bottom of the grades, you'll see the total that has come up. So in other words, you'll be able to see the percentage and the total points that you've earned to date. So that's in grades. People, these are the people that are in the class. All right. Quizzes, you can get to the quizzes if you want this way. So here's another way as far as getting to the quizzes. McGraw-Hill Connect. In other words, this is your connection to the online textbook. And then you have the course evaluation. So in other words, at the end of the course, this will give you the opportunity to put in an evaluation as far as what you thought of the course. So this is the basic information as far as the course is concerned. Again, if at any one point in time you have a question, please feel free to give me a call, send me an email. I get back to folks just as quickly as I can. Thank you.